So I just bought a petrol hedge trimmer. It has the hedge trimmer blade down here. It also has attachments. It has a chainsaw and it has a strimmer and a strimmer blade. And I got it all for €209. I don't know if it for such a cheap price if it's going to be any good. But anyway, I'll show you now why I bought this, because top of the garden there is 250 foot from the roadway, and there's a ditch on the far side of the hedge up there, and every year I have to get planks and set it up across the ditch into the hedge. And then I was cutting the hedge foolishly with an electric hedge cutter, and last year I fell into the ditch holding the electric hedge cutter, and lucky enough there was a safety thing on the hedge cutter that probably saved my life actually. But yeah, so it's too much hassle in using an electric hedge cutter with such a long distance, having to unravel a whole big reel of electric cable and the set up in the ditch, because when you go down into the ditch the hedge is so high to reach. So that's why I'm after buying this. So I'm going to try it out now and see what it's like. Yeah, so also you had to put a mixture of petrol and two-stroke oil. It's very, very important. So it's a little small bottle they give you when you're buying it, and to 4 litres of petrol, and just put the oil into the 4 litres of petrol. Make sure it's mixed properly, and that's for the two-stroke engine. So if you use just plain petrol on it, it'll damage the engine. So yeah, I'll go up the garden here and I'll show why I bought this. As I said, you see, normally what I do is let's show you in here, right? There's a lead up here. That lead is 250 foot long, right? So normally I'd have to bring this out, unravel it all the way up the garden, plug it in over here, take out my electric hedge cutter, which is fine, by the way, it does a great job. But on the far side of the hedge in the field, where there is a ditch and there's water in the ditch, it's just too much hassle bringing the lead up, having to bring planks up, try and make a scaffolding so I can get up to cut the hedge, whereas this, hopefully, it's going to solve a problem. Right, I'm up here now in what I call the hens area. I got hens here, right? So this is the top of the garden. This is 250 foot from the roadway, to the front road, up to the end of the garden, right? And as you can see, I've already cut the hedge here, right, with the electric hedge cutter, and cut the top of it as well with the electric hedge cutter. But this is my problem here that I hope is now resolved. This little gate is going into the field at the end of our garden here, right? It's not owned by us now, it's a neighbour's field. And as I said, normally I have to bring the lead up, squeeze it through the hedge. I'll show you here now. Look, there's a plank just to cross over into the field. Here's the ditch, right? So here's the hedge, right? So there's the hedge that I have to cut right in the field, and there's the ditch. Can you see the ditch down there? Right? Yeah, so now hopefully what I can do now is come up here, put on my wellies, go down into the ditch with the long reach on the petrol hedge trimmer. I can just go and cut the whole thing, no scaffolding, no nothing. Well, that's what I hope is going to work for me now. So let's just I'll go back down there and get the hedge trimmer and see how it's going to go for me. Right, back in my working clothes here now and having a nice cup of tea, and going to see can I start up this petrol hedge trimmer. I have the instructions in here in the shed. Let me see now. Right, instructions, very important. Instructions. Okay. Safety, safety, safety. Blah blah blah. Special safety warning. Blah 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 blah. right? How to assemble all the different parts of the strimmer. I done that yesterday, so skip all that. How to attach the strimmer blade. I know all that. Okay, now here's the part. Right, how to start the machine. Right, so you can see here, look, start the machine. Right, so press the fuel pump more than blah 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 to blah 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 and blah blah blah. Right, I think I understand all that now. So just taking a little break here from the hedge cutting. I'm finding it a bit cumbersome, the machine. You know, it'll just take a little bit of getting used to, but it's definitely heavier than using an electric hedge cutter. And of course I had the harness on wrong, and so at the minute I'm 50% liking it and 50% not liking it. Yeah, I'm seriously impressed with the petrol strimmer, hedge trimmer. Yeah, it's after finishing the job a lot quicker. It's heavier to hold, okay, but that's a minor problem. I'm just changing out to this I'm putting on see that, the blade. This is the blade. This guy. Tighten it on like so. Okay, so that's the blade on it now for strimming. Right, now it's time to change put the strimmer blade on now. So I've just had to disconnect the hedge trimming. Disconnect the hedge trimming part here, so it's just unscrew this to tighten it. Okay. Pull this lever out and pull out the thing. And it should be just a matter of putting this one in, I hope. Let me see. Yep, like this. So it goes in like so. That's as far as it goes, I think. I'm sweating here. Yeah, so I finally got the whole thing finished. It's an amazing machine, the petrol over the electric. I done it in a third of the time that it would take me to do it with the electric hedge cutter, even though the electric hedge cutter is far lighter. But the whole system of having to put a scaffolding across the ditch and bring an electric cable all the way up the garden and keep moving it every so often, there's no comparison between between that, so it's a good investment I'm after buying. So just look here, I'll show you now the finished product of the hedge and the ditch. Now just look here, there's the ditch. See, it's all cleaned out now, the whole way down, and there's the hedge all cut along here, all the way down past here and around the corner. All the way down. So yeah, so I'm extremely happy with the result of the petrol hedge cutter hedge trimmer. So that's it, another job done in lockdown. Until the next one, I'll catch us later, okay? Take care, bye.